Now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. 1 0 1 0. I don't know. I just can't seem to get a grip. Ugh, revolting slob.
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Today, for example, the revolting slob is going to read us a poem.
Yeah?
Wonderful. What is it called?
The dead fly.
How original. Let's hear it.
The dead fly does not fly 'cause I swatted it.
Well, it's not Shakespeare, but it's got a certain something. Is the revolting slob A, reciting, B, receding, or C, reciprocating? The answer is A, reciting, which means to repeat from memory or read aloud.
Dead fly does not fly because I swat.
Oh, goodness! That's not a very nice thing to do, especially after such lovely poetry. Oh, my word! Hide the pets! He's on a roll! Now, is this kind of behavior A, unpronounceable, B, unprintable, or C, unpardonable? The correct answer is C, unpardonable, meaning actions that are absolutely unacceptable. Gesundheit. Oh, you know it's impolite to sneeze into your hand and then dine on the contents. Such behavior is really quite A, disintegrated, B, discourteous, or C, dispersed. The correct answer is B, discourteous, which is really a polite way of saying rude. Rude, rude, rude. Well then, let's review.
The dead fly does not fly.
The revolting slob is reciting a lovely poem. Such rude behavior is unpardonable. Not to mention discourteous. Oh, and by the way, disintegrated means broken into little itsy-bitsy pieces. No slobs, cats, or flies were harmed in the filming of this show.
Next game coming up. Game cartridge loading. Check. Distraction news on the air in 3, 2, 1.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news, and at the end of our newscast, I will ask you 5 questions about what I've reported. So make sure you're not distracted. And now our top story today, earthquakes. The Earth's crust is made up of pieces called plates. The pressure from the built-up heat and gases under the Earth causes the plates to rub against each other, causing the Earth to shake. This is called an earthquake. The cracks between the plates are called faults. Faults at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean cause earthquakes at sea, producing huge waves that are called tsunamis, which is Japanese for tidal wave. When they hit land, the waves can be as high as 150 feet. Wow! And finally, to measure earthquake activity, scientists use an instrument called a seismograph. Well, that was pleasant, wasn't it? Let's see how well you were able to remember the facts. And be sure to count how many you get right. Otherwise, no ice cream. What is the Earth's crust made up of? Cups, saucers, or plates? The answer is plates. What causes the plates to rub against one another? Love and marriage, heat and gases, or Franks and beans? The answer is heat and gases. A crack between plates is called a fault, a splinter, or a clunky. The answer is a fault. What is the Japanese word for tidal wave? Jumanji, swami-bami, or tsunami? The correct answer is tsunami. And finally, what is the name of the instrument that measures earthquake activity? Phonograph, stephigraph, or seismograph? The answer is seismograph. So, how did you do? If you got any wrong, was it A, my fault, B, your fault, or C, the gremlin's fault? Well, that's all the time we have for today, but remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Come on, you buckets of gold! What are you gonna give to me? Hey, what? Here, take this. Bye. Skip pad, skip pad.
Hey, cats. It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm gonna show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Picture this. A groovy young couple have a baby in Boston, Massachusetts. He's a cute little dude and everything seems fine. Both the mommy and the daddy-o were born in Boston, Massachusetts. The grandparents too. But the little dude can't be an American citizen. Born in Boston, his whole family too. But he's not an American. Crazy. Can you figure out what really went down before I lay the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? 'Cause it all makes sense. You might think we're talking about a different Boston, Massachusetts, but that's not it. Or you might think that the family just happens to be on vacation in the United States when the baby is born, but that's not it. So you gotta ask yourself, when can you be born in Boston, Massachusetts, and not be an American when your parents were also born there? How about in 1720, when Massachusetts was still a British colony? There was no such thing as the United States back then, so you couldn't be an American citizen. You dig? So like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusions.
Who's got the next game? Next game coming up. Greetings. Too slowly. Check.
Ahoy, matey! Shiver me timbers! Yo ho ho! Look alive, ye lollygaggers! I'm the incredibly dead Captain Bones. I've been sailing the seven seas for an eternity, and I'll tell ya, I'm a bored stiff. The only thing that saves me from going stark raving mad is making up math puzzles using nothing but me own bones. Now watch closely, and just do as I say, or I'll surprise the life out of ye. Just watch me bones. Let me show you what I mean. Now you know that 1 and 1 don't make 6, but there's a way to fix her so she makes sense. And ye can do it by moving only one of me bones. And there she blows. See? 7 minus 1 equals 6. And I did it with nothing up me sleeves but me bones. Now, here's one for you to puzzle out without me help. If you think 10 equals 7 minus 3, then you got barnacles for brains, and I'm wasting me time with ya. 7 minus 3 is 4. To fix her, you're to move only one of me bones, just like I showed you a moment ago. Leave all me other bones alone, you unwashed fish bucket of filth. Now, be quick about it. What's the matter with ye? Can't you solve this puzzle without me having to hold your manicured little hands? I can tell you that minus sign is gonna have to go. Maybe you're not the math pirate I am. Let me throw you another bone, you salty dog. What does 10 minus 7 equal? Can you change things around to get 10 minus 7? All right, I can feel it in me bones. You're never gonna get the answer without me showing it to you, you miserable math swabbies. Arr, the answer is 10 minus 7 equals 3, don't you know? If ye fail to see it, then you're not fit to walk the decks of me ghost ship, you crustacean sucking, knock-kneed, squid-faced, plank-walking sack of soiled sea salty, unwashed fish bucket of miserable barnacles for brains.
Plug in the wall for the power from the socket. You got to get ready, cause it's me, Professor Rocket! Are you ready? Well, get ready, cause I'm gonna blow your mind with Psycho Math! Professor Rocket just lost a few brain cells and forgot what he was going to say. Oh, I remember. Here's how Psycho Math works. I'll show you a math problem, but instead of numbers, I will show you some pictures. Now here is where you come in. You figure out what numbers the pictures stand for, and then solve the problem. All right, now, let's do some Psycho Math. What is the number name for the game Blackjack? A winner every time. Then add it to the number in the phrase Two's Company, but blank is a crowd. Then divide it by how many primary colors there are. No hints, Everybody should know this one. Now, you got the answer? You take the 21 for the game of blackjack. Added to 3 is crowd, divided by the 3 primary colors. And the answer is 8. 8. How you like me now? Listen up, because here comes the next one. The number of sides of a hexagon. No, not hex be gone. Hexagon. Plus the number of eyes in a needle. No, it can't see you. Then take away the number of mice in the nursery rhyme. Blank, blind mice. Yes, that is right. He can't see you either. Now, what does it equal? Okay, a hexagon has 6 sides. Plus 1 eye of the needle. Minus 3 blind mice. And the answer is 4. 4. I couldn't ask for more. Okay, last one. Because Professor Rocket has to go home and plant the tree. Geometry. Get it? Move on. Take the number of days in February during leap year. Yes, children, it is a hard one. It can't all be easy. Subtract the number of biblical commandments. Holy Moses. Plus the number of letters in the word 8. Count the letters, not the number. Okay then, let's see what it equals. There are 29 days in a leap year in February. Minus the 10 commandments. Plus the 5 letters in the word 8. And the answer is 24. 24. He shoots, he scores. And so have you. Psycho Man. Professor Rock is out.
Hey there! Next game coming up! Greetings. Game cartridge loading. Check. Radio Scramble!
Radio KBOX.
Hey, all you guys and guyettes, super bizarro greetings from your great yet modest radio spirit, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, or as we say here at Scramblin' Radio,
Jumpin' Johnny Blend too.
because here at Scramblin' Radio, we mix 'em and you fix 'em. In other words, my name is really
Jumpin' Johnny Jumble.
and I'm here to play the hits. Scramble up the words, and it's up to you guys to exactify the order of the letters I'm throwing out at you. So let's get this Titanic out of port and into an iceberg with today's hit. It's the Wadats with Draco.
He pulls his basketball shorts all the way up to his neck. He buys the Buckley sneakers that the coolest dudes reject. He's really Draco. He's Draco. He doesn't stand a chance. He's hanging with his Draco pals, wearing Draco yellow check pants.
Man, that was some bad taste. Those were the Wadats with, you ready? Dorky!
Commercial spot.
And speaking of dorky, if you dorks and dorkettes are looking for the best place to pick up on super buys and unattractive clothing, follow the out-of-touch crowd down to Melvin's pre-owned Rare Dwoon.
If you're short of cash and want to take a chance, try some pre-owned Red Room underneath your pants. Someone else has tried them and put them to the test. So buy some pre-owned Red Room like someone else's nest.
Yeah, can you dig it? Whether you're a jockey or a boxer guy, I'll see you down at Melvin's pre-owned underwear. Oh, baby. And now, fellow soulmates and soulmettes, let's listen to the sweet sounds of Lanny Lost It with number 3 on the charts, Dipsut Snugs.
I got no talent, but I write a new one every day.
Oh, man.
My music really stinks,
Yeah.
and my lyrics,
Oh, yeah.
they don't rhyme.
They
But
don't.
I'm writing Dipsut Snugs. They bring me no luck. Dipsut Snugs, every one of them sucks. Dipsut Snugs, they're really dogs. My Dipsut Snugs.
Yow, that was really bad.
Know why? That was Lanny Lost It with stupid songs. Did you get that one, baby? Looks like they're rolling up the old floors at Scrambling Radio, so that means goodbye and gotta fly from
Jumpin' Johnny on Belch.
That's Jumble. Dig it.
Game time in 10 seconds. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction, starting with this guy. Poop or Scoop. Some fish can live outside the water. If you think they can, go scoop. But if that's just another fishy story, go poop. And the answer is, it's the straight scoop. During a drought, the African lungfish burrows into the mud and breathes air through its mouth. It can survive like this for up to 4 years. Next up, poop or scoop. The hippopotamus eats 200 pounds of fish in a single day. If you think hippos really like that much fish, go scoop. If not, go poop. Then go wash your hands. The answer is pure poop. The hippopotamus doesn't eat fish. It spends its days in the water and comes out at night to graze, feeding on grass and fallen fruit. Okay, gang, here's another one for you. Poop or scoop. Some woodpeckers can wrap their tongues around their skulls. If you think that's true, vote scoop. If you think that story's for the birds, vote poop. And the answer is straight scoop. That's right. Some woodpeckers have tongues up to 4 inches long. They wrap them around the back of their skulls to cushion their heads from all that pecking. Here we go with the next one. When the opossum sees an enemy, it will lie down and pretend to be dead. If you believe that, vote scoop. But if you think that's dead wrong, vote poop. The answer is, it's the straight scoop. The opossum is a very slow runner, so when it's attacked, it will lie down very still as if paralyzed or dead. That's what they call playing possum. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Greetings. Stand by for Lance McCracken.
So, we meet again. For the first time. My name's McCracken. Len's McCracken. Ace photo snoop. I photograph crime scenes. I'm good at what I do. Except for the many mistakes. Take a seat, sweetheart. I need your peepers to help me figure out these photos. Then relax as I use my old noggin to solve the crime. This case is deadly serious. That's why I call it the case of the dead houseplant case. Look at these 3 photos. All right, here's the first photo. Zoomed in way too close. time to really turn on the juice. Come on, did you guys just fall out of a tree? You guys gotta know what this is. No? You ain't just stringing me along, are you? Shoot. This type of clue gets me all misty. Sorry, don't need my reputation getting all wet. Maybe we should take a look at all of these photos together. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't have the slightest idea what it all means. But that's why I count on my devoted darkroom computer, the Solutionator. Here's my first fresh squeezed clue. An orange. Yes, of course. The name gives it away. Next, the Solutionator sure is making some beautiful music. Did you figure it out? It's a... Oh, right. A guitar. I knew that. The next one is... a water pistol. Watch out, it could be loaded. You know you can never be too careful. Well, it all makes sense now. It seems that the garage band Lonesome Piddle was rehearsing a guitar solo when they noticed that an orange tree outside was bearing fruit. Oranges! They liked it so much they dug it up and tried to make it a houseplant. When they started rehearsing again, they forgot about the plant and it started to wilt. When they went to save it, they noticed it needed water. All they had was a water pistol. They squirted the tree, but tragically, it was too late. It died. Well, another McCracken mystery bites the dust. Rather simple if you think about it. So, once again, another case solved with the crafty eye and brilliant analysis of Lens McCracken, Photo Snoop.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
The opossum is a very slow runner, so when it's attacked, it will lie down very still as if paralyzed or dead. That's what they call playing possum.
There are 29 days in a leap year in February, minus the 10 commandments, plus the 5 letters in the word 8. And the answer is 24. 24.
When can you be born in Boston, Massachusetts, and not be an American when your parents were also born there? How about in 1720, when Massachusetts was still a British colony?
The Earth's crust is made up of pieces called plates. The pressure from the built-up heat and gases under the Earth causes the plates to rub against each other, causing the Earth to shake.
Let's review.
The dead fly does not fly.
The revolting
like
slob is reciting a lovely poem. Such rude behavior is unpardonable. Not to mention discourteous.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.